Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Good luck to both of you. Good luck to both of you. Touch him up.
Gennady Golovkin. Daniel Geale believes he's going to win this fight, even if no one else does.
And if the level of competition is indeed rising, it isn't rising fast enough to satisfy the demand and the expectation of many that Golovkin become a top-shelf superstar. It's hard to do it if you aren't fighting other top-shelf superstars, and so far, none of them have chosen to do so. So, what serves Golovkin's purpose better in looking for big fights? Yet another knockout, which makes him look indomitable, or a chink in the armor that might suggest to others, like Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., or Carl Froch, or Andre Ward, or Miguel Cotto, that they can indeed take the chance of fighting Golovkin. There's something to be said for both, as long as he wins the fight.
His fans want to see knockouts, though, and you can see him coming out stalking right away. Geale, though, even though he's a confident fighter, Jim, you can start to see what we were discussing about Golovkin's positioning. Knowing he's such a big hitter and knowing he's frequently in punching range, the other guy here, Geale, has to constantly do things to keep him off. And so far, Geale doing a nice job of disrupting Golovkin's rhythm.
Yes, and he's landed a couple of good body shots. Golovkin has gotten in a couple of solid jabs, and Golovkin's jab is becoming part of the legend because opponents have been known to go down, as did Ousmane Adama, the last man Golovkin fought in Monte Carlo earlier this year. Daniel Geale also fought Adama and won a hard-fought 12-round decision. Golovkin knocked him down 3 times in 7 rounds on the way to the 16th consecutive knockout.
Golovkin showing nice little defensive maneuvers with his shoulders, picking off punches from either hand of Geale by just raising his shoulder and deflecting the shot.
And there's the footwork. Geale trying to slip away to the right. Golovkin traps him against the ropes, then pressures him into the corner, bangs him with a huge right hand. Hooking off the jab and making it look good. Left hook to the body, solidly landed. Geale fighting back and showing bottle.
Golovkin is a,
Watch the back of the head.
as Marvin Hagler used to say, a seek and destroy type of fighter, but he's patient.
Good right hand by Geale over the top of Golovkin's left.
Oh.
Now Geale goes down without a punch.
Golovkin
was trapping him into the corner.
A cameraman's strap. Geale's foot went right through it.
Momentarily discomforting to the Australian fighter. Golovkin stepped away and gave him plenty of time to get up. Now combination punching against the ropes by Golovkin. Geale looking for something to counter, and did so with the right hand.
Golovkin doesn't merely follow his opponent around. He cuts off the ring. And so the ring, every pass his opponent makes circling Golovkin, the ring gets smaller and smaller until Golovkin has his man on the ropes, and then he attacks with surgical precision.
Break, let him out, break, step back, box.
Our unofficial timekeeper is saying that this round has already lasted significantly longer than 3 minutes. One thing you don't need against Gennady Golovkin is for the round to be a minute too long. Finally, that was one of the most experienced cameramen in the sport. You see him at every big fight. So that was an odd occurrence. And then the clock was allowed to run to 4 minutes rather than the normal 3. And now Geale has a cut above the right eye. And Golovkin is going to work. Body shot, hard right hand upstairs. Down goes Geale, first knockdown of the fight in the 2nd round.
And Geale's thinking, I didn't do anything wrong. How did that happen?
Hey, come here, come to me.
He was trying to remain defensively responsible. But Golovkin, again, his positioning because of the footwork, Jim. When he has Geale on the ropes, Geale doesn't believe he can slide out to either side, which is why you see him sometimes grab Golovkin and then spin him.
More and more, Geale realizes sheer volume punching won't do it. He's going to have to land with authority to try to keep Golovkin at bay. So Geale's muscling up and trying to put as much as he can on every punch. Meanwhile, Golovkin looks extraordinarily relaxed.
Geale complained after the knockdown. He didn't say anything, but he made a motion with his hand as though Golovkin had hit him with a rabbit punch in the back of the head. I didn't see it, but it was difficult to determine with a naked eye exactly what punch caused the knockdown.
Yeah, it was hard to see if one punch caused the knockdown. It looked more like an accumulation type knockdown. Good left hook by Geale.
Yep. Geale giving up room, though, you know, even if, and Golovkin with him on the ropes again, even if he doesn't have the punching power to drive Golovkin back, he might want to try breaking Golovkin's forward momentum by tying him up and walking him back, just to put him back on his heels a little bit.
Good straight right hand by Golovkin. Geale making a spirited effort, but too often getting caught as he comes forward. Good left hook by Golovkin.
Break. Let him out. Step back. Box.
Right hand by Golovkin drives Geale into the ropes. Geale firing back with a left hook, just missed.
People have asked me often, Jim, who does Golovkin remind me most of in history? And I don't have a great answer for it. But he does certain things like Joe Louis. Short, straight, power, wilder swinging punch.
He was swinging big. CompuBox numbers in round two. Golovkin 16 out of 61. Geale 13 out of 47. GGG landing only 5 out of 27 jabs in the round. That's very inaccurate for
neutral corner.
Triple G with the jab.
Okay.
He is number one in the sport. Among all fighters counted by CompuBox, averaging 12 jabs landed per round. Nobody else lands as many.
You know, Geale is showing that he's frustrating Golovkin a little bit with some movement. Golovkin missing more wildly than we've seen in recent fights at times.
Step back. Box.
Geale has to take advantage of it when Golovkin misses the way he did.
Geale much more active than other Golovkin opponents had been at this point in the fight. Underlining and substantiating the notion that he's the best opponent so far on the Golovkin list. Left hook by Golovkin. Now he's got Geale cornered again. Good body shot by Geale with the right hand.
Geale's not trying to lose. He's losing because he was in with a better fighter. And Golovkin, it seems, having tasted Geale's power in the first round or two, or at least gauged it, has decided that Geale doesn't have a lot for him and is
walking toward it.
Walking him down, yeah.
Forcing Geale to expend extraordinary energy to continue movement, try to generate the punch output that will interrupt Golovkin's offensive action, while Gennady continues to look very relaxed as he finds his way from spot to spot, trapping Geale against the ropes, cornering him, and hammering him like that body shots. Down goes Geale again on a brilliant right hand.
Geale is trying up. He's in bad trouble, Jim.
Left hook to the body and a right hand, and Geale trying to get his head together. And Geale can't go forward, and it's a third-round knockout for Golovkin.
That was smart by Geale. He saw he...
The winner by TKO victory. Victory number 30, knockout number 27, 18 in a row. Still the middleweight champion of the world, the undefeated Gennady Triple G Golovkin.